Hey, it's Robin. So I don't know if you saw my post earlier in the week, but I was a little bit freaked out because I felt like something happened in my foot. And I think it was just some scar tissue releasing, so it's actually a good thing. But I went to my doctor today. She asked me to come in and just so she could check it, and it was totally fine, and you could totally tell by her attitude that she knew it was totally fine, and it was going to be totally fine, and she was only just seeing me to humor me. So fear is like surprisingly big in this whole thing. But anyway, because I was there and because everything looks so good, she took me out of the cast, so no more cast for me. 6 weeks was long enough, well, 1 week before surgery and then 5 weeks after. And now I'm in an air cast. So I do still have to be careful for the next little while, and I need to be in the air cast for most of the time. I am allowed to take it off and have a bath though. That's so exciting. I can't wait to like soak that you know, the incision area. It's kind of yucky looking, and honestly the thing I'm looking forward to most is shaving my legs and putting some lotion on. So here is my air cast. It is nothing small, it is gigantic. So it's got like 3 Velcro straps, and then this part comes off, and then it's got this part that folds over the toe. So right now I am like sweating because I've got this on and I've got long pants and I've got this like super long sock that you know, just so it doesn't chafe. Look how small my calf is. It's shocking. So this, and I want to show you this. This is kind of cool. So I have 3 wedges in it, so that because I can't get to 90 yet, and this is what the angle that I'm at. So in a week, I get to take a wedge out and increase the angle of my foot. So that's progression. And I get to start, I'm actually allowed to start putting a little bit of weight through it and just kind of seeing how it feels. And by next week, like next Friday, a week from now, she says I should be using, I should not be using crutches. So I should be full weight bearing through this. I still have to wear the cast, obviously. But I'll be full weight bearing through this cast. I keep forgetting to put this like front piece on. So it's heavier than I thought. I was like, woohoo, freedom, I get a cast. But it's actually heavier than the cast, you know, the formed cast, the fiberglass cast. And it's actually not as comfortable because it's not like formed right to your foot, right? But I'm getting used to it at the first, you know, I'm getting used to how to adjust it. And I can't, it's an air cast, so you can pump it up, but I can't do that while I have the wedges in, so I have to wait till my foot is flat and then see if it's uncomfortable, then I can do that. But anyway, I kind of feel like RoboCop, you know, my robo leg. But it is nice that I can, you know, I can touch it down to the floor and not worry about it, and so that's exciting. You know, little things make a big difference in this whole process, I find. So it's hard for me to imagine that I'm going to be able to put my full weight through it in a week. But she has clearly said, and she can tell, like she knows that I'm a bit afraid, and so she clearly said, that's my goal, that's what I need to be doing, so that, you know, because holding back is just gonna hurt me in the long run, right? I mean, you gotta have that balance between not doing too much and not doing enough, because I don't wanna end up in this for longer than I need to be because I'm scared, right? And so also after, the week is up, so next week I can actually start to, she said, you know, make sure everybody is, you know, like the kids are out of the house or sleeping or whatever, and the animals are not gonna get under my feet, so like totally controlled environment, no risk of falling. I can take my cast off and try walking without my cast. Hey Amy! So that's next week, take my air cast off. So that's next week. So 1 week and I can try doing that. So you know, it feels like progression. The thing I'm most excited about is getting in the bath. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous about, you know, moving around without anything on it. You know, you have that security of a cast for 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden you can take it off to get in and out of the bathtub. It seems kind of scary. But I want to bath more than I'm scared, so I'll be doing it. So that's the news. So, you know, maybe it's not such a bad thing that I totally freaked out and lost my mind and, you know, called the doctor to say I think something's wrong, because, you know, now I get to progress. So maybe it's all right. Part of me is like, oh, I should have just waited another week and gone the normal course. But I think this might be better for me because because I'm so nervous, that putting a little bit of weight on my foot, like a little more each day, I think is going to help me get there in a week, because otherwise she was like, you know, 1 or 2 days and you can throw away the crutches. And I don't know if honestly I'd be able to do that, to progress that quickly. I think that would be challenging for me. I was surprised at how fearful I am in terms of just re-rupturing. The thing I like second best, other than the fact that I can have a bath, is that I can take this off and I can ice directly on my, well, not directly on my skin obviously, but like with a layer in between, I can ice my ankle, because ice is super effective, and it even was effective through the cast, but it took a while, right? So I was out at the cast clinic this morning getting this off, then I went out with a friend for breakfast, and then she offered to take me to Walmart, and I had to get some stuff for Girl Guide Camp. So we were out for a couple of hours, plus I was out for a couple of hours this morning at cast clinic, so that's a lot, and my foot was killing me. I came home, and after like 5 minutes of icing it without, you know, just actually icing it without a cast on, it felt great. So that's another real bonus, is that I can actually ice it, and I can do gentle range of motion. I can move it a little bit, and yeah, so that's exciting. So I feel like I'm making progress, and yeah, thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate it. So if you missed the beginning, here it is, my robo leg. Yes. And I'm not going to show you what my incision or anything looks like, because my leg is super gross right now. But I will, if anybody's interested, I will show that after I get it cleaned up. And you can see what my incision looks like. It's got a lot of dried blood on it right now, so it's kind of, so we'll see what it looks like after I soak it for a bit and, you know, lotion up my leg and shave. That's important. I'm very excited about that. I don't know if I've ever been so excited to shave my leg. But I did have a friend who also has a cast, or had a cast recently. She's also in an air cast now. And she said I should wait a day before I shave, because otherwise I'm probably going to end up with a rash on my leg, because my skin is going to be kind of sensitive. It's important, Sybil. You have no idea how much I've been dying to shave my leg. But I'm also really excited that I get to throw away that stupid plastic bag that I've been having to put over my cast. So I am so excited about that. It was like super tight around the top, and I had to have just the right size cloth, or it was, you know, it couldn't be a puffy cloth, or else it was too big and water would get in. And anyway, it felt like a tourniquet around my leg because the elastic was so tight to prevent water from getting in. So I'm so excited. It's the little things, you know, it's like, it does give you a new appreciation for things that you kind of, you know, definitely took for granted. So my kids are about to be home, so I definitely have to go eat some chocolate before they come in. Okay, have a good day.